Hey there, Pisces, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for March 31st through April 6th. And we're going to... Oh gosh, that's way too many cards, Spirit. Alright, it's 3. If it's 4 or more, then I'm just like, okay, too many cards. But usually when it's 3, it's like, okay, they really need to hear this. As I was saying, March 31st through April 6th, your recent past just flew out of the deck. I had a total brain fart. Oh yeah, this is a general reading, so the energies could go both ways. I could be picking up on your energy or your person's energy, so take the energies as they resonate for you. Why are you so confused, Pisces? Why are you so confused? Because you're definitely not confused in the current situation. You know exactly what you want, don't you? All right. So, main energy for your reading this week is the King of Swords. You are definitely very, very determined to take action. You're very practical as well. And you're very logical. It's almost like you're not really letting feelings come to the surface here. You've got 2 feelings, 2 cup cards, so the 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups, but those aren't even really feelings. That's more so like confusion, happiness, etc. So it's letting me know that something here in your reading is blocking you off from your own energy. And I feel like in the near future, you're manifesting that lack of you touching into your emotional side. You're manifesting that coming to an end. But let's take a look. In the recent past, you get the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the Devil. There's definitely a lot of confusion here. There's definitely a lot of conflict here. Now, this conflict isn't necessarily between you and somebody else, right? Definitely somebody else is showing up here. But what you're showing me is this is an internal conflict. I can't decide what to do. You're very, very confused about how to approach this conflict. So it's kind of like the angel and the devil, you know? I said that before I even realized the devil was here. It's like the angel's on one side, the devil's on the other, and you're kind of going back and forth between the two, and that's causing a lot of confusion for you. And as a result, that's also causing a bit of toxic energy for you. So it could be like you can't stop thinking about this. You're obsessively thinking about whatever this is. You can't get out of your head about it. We'll see when we clarify. In the current situation, you get the Page of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Wands. There's definitely a specific direction here that has a lot of happiness, that has passion. You're very drawn to that, and you definitely want to have, or you want to start something that kind of lights you up inside. And I see you doing that. I see you taking small steps towards actually doing whatever this is. Now, this could be a passion project. This could be pursuing a relationship, right? We'll see when we clarify. But you're taking little, like small steps, small baby steps in this direction of making whatever this has happen. And again, I'm not getting a love reading off of this. This could have to do with your job. This could have to do with something pertaining to your stability, a friendship, right? We'll see when we clarify. Now, in the near future, you get the 6 of Swords, the Magician, the World. You're manifesting moving into a much more grounded, much more stable energy. I feel like you want something here to come to an end in the near future. Now, I feel like what you want to come to an end is the confusion, the conflict. You're over that. I can really feel your frustration with that in the near future. And you're just manifesting like, let's move in a better direction. And by let's, I mean you want to move in a better direction. Now, I would like to start clarifying this. Let's take a look at the King of Swords as the main energy for your reading this week. King of Swords is clarified by the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands. There's definitely somebody here that you view as your person. So this isn't just about you and you. This is about somebody else, which is bringing up all these energies for you. Here's the interesting thing, though. The way you're looking at this person is only what makes sense. You're moving very, very slowly towards this person, and every step that you take, whether it's interacting with them, walking away from them, responding to them, whatever it is that has to do with them, you're approaching this completely logically, and you're taking very, very, very slow steps. So if they text you, you probably take about 3 hours to text them back, because you want to make sure that what you're saying isn't emotional. It comes across as very clear, very concise, kind of to the point. But here's the thing, you're not doing this because this is what feels good to you. You're doing this because you're very, very defensive and you're very guarded, and you don't really fully trust this person with you being yourself. So I feel like this person is getting a very watered down, very shut off version of Pisces. Let's take a look at your recent past, see what led up to this. I want to see what the 7 of Cups for you in the recent past is. Seven of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords. Man, are you closed off. Oof. This is why you're confused, my dude. And I don't assign gender to my dude. My dude is for all of you out there. You're carrying some unprocessed emotional pain tied up to this connection, tied up to this person. And you, again, you're a water sign. Being closed off, being emotionally shut off is not your strong suit, and yet you're doing it. You got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You are completely shutting off your heart. You're very, very closed off because you're confused, because you don't want to get hurt, because I feel like this person did something to hurt you real bad in the past, and you're like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. I'm not going through that pain again. Here's the thing though, Pisces, by going up into your head, by allowing the mind to take over, you're not really stepping into your power. Again, you're a water sign. Your power comes from your emotions, the depth of your emotions. And all you're showing me here is closed off energy. But I understand why. I mean, obviously, nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to feel pain. And there you go. This is why. This is why. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Two of Pentacles. The love is there, bro. The love is definitely there. But you're so confused about it. Again, on the one hand, you have your strong suit, the angel, right? Your emotions, the love that you have, you approaching things with an open heart, and this very intense connection showing up here for you. Like, you get the Lovers. On the other hand, you really don't want to experience pain. You really don't want to allow this person to hurt you again, or for you to get hurt, whether it's with this person or somebody else. And so you shut that part off, and that's the Devil part. And so you're very, that's where the conflict is coming for you. You're very confused about, do I lead with my head or do I lead with my heart? Do I remain shut off because that's what feels safe, or do I go into my power, my energy, which is emotions? I can see the conflict now. Let's take a look at the Devil in the recent past. The Devil is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Moon. Okay, this is definitely your energy. Again, remember how I said your strong suit is your emotion? I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm just going to say it again. By not accessing your emotions, you're actually hurting yourself. You're self-sabotaging here, okay? You're showing me I'm approaching this logically. I'm approaching this from the mind. That's not your strong suit. That's not what you're good at. That's not what feels right to you. And when you're going against how you actually feel, when you're going against your strong suit, your emotions, and you shut them down, you're creating toxic energy for yourself. Now, with the Devil showing up, it's letting me know that that could be a pattern of yours where something doesn't feel safe. Something doesn't feel 100%, so you're like, oh, I can't be myself. Let me shut off my feelings and let me be logical about this. And again, it's not benefiting you here in the recent past. The Five of Swords and the Devil, that's like the ultimate self-sabotage here. Because you think it's helping you. You think that by being logical, you're going to save yourself from emotional pain, but you're actually causing yourself a lot more pain by approaching a situation from not your strong suit, which is your mind. And that's not to say that you're like, not intellectual or anything like that. No, but you're a water sign. When you lead with your heart, when you allow your heart to guide you, that's when you make the decisions. That's when you're in your power. If you were an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, we'd be having a different conversation right now. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords because you get it again in the current situation. Page of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Death. Yeah, you definitely have a desire. You definitely want to move in a specific direction. You're being pulled towards this connection, towards this person, right? You have a desire to do something about that. But what you're doing is you're actually postponing it. You're like, no. I'm not going to do anything. You know what? Let's just give it some more time. The reason you're doing this is because you're hoping that if you give it more time, this desire to take action is just going to die out. You know how sometimes if we wait for something too long, then we don't want it as much anymore? That's what you're hoping is going to happen here. You're like, yeah, I completely want to go reach out to this person, or I completely want to communicate with them, or I completely want to do whatever it is, fill in the blank. But let me just wait. If I wait long enough, this whole thing is going to die out. This is just a whim. This is just, a fleeting desire that I have. If I don't act on it, it'll just die out. I mean, yeah, sometimes that happens. Sure. Let's take a look at the Ten of Cups for you in the current situation. Ten of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Wands, which you get again in the current situation, the High Priestess. You can tell yourself that you can wait around all you want. That's the 3D you. That's the Pisces that I'm talking to right now. Your higher self has other plans for you. Your higher self is showing me love. Love and passion, and you know exactly where you want to go. Your higher self is guiding you in this person's direction. It's pulling you in this direction, and you have a desire to make something happen here between you and this person. Not only that, your higher self is showing me that, like, by following your emotions, by following your passions, by acting based on how you feel, it makes you happy. Just the thought of pursuing this makes you happy. But that's deep, deep down. On the surface, all I see is the mind. If I were to talk to your higher self and your intuition, completely different story here. It knows exactly where it wants you to go. But your mind is coming in and making a muck of things, because your mind is like, no, Pisces, you're going to get hurt. Don't do that. Let's take a look at the Ace of Wands for you in the current situation. Yeah, good luck fighting this. I mean, you can, right? We all have free will, but this is some intense energy. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, the Tower, the Temperance. You've been fighting this for too long, and I feel like Spirit's kind of like, how do I explain what I'm feeling? It's almost like you're kind of like, no, I don't feel anything. No, I don't feel anything. No, I'm just going to wait for this to go away. But the love keeps surfacing. The love keeps coming up, and it's been happening for quite some time, and you keep pushing it down, and it keeps coming up, and you keep pushing it down. And this has been like a process for you. And eventually Spirit's like, enough of these games already. Enough with this. You need to feel what you feel. And it's kind of going to surface it for you. Now, it doesn't mean you have to do anything about it, Pisces, right? But I feel like you're not even allowing yourself to feel the feelings. Your higher self is definitely feeling the feelings. You are just completely shut off. You're emotionally shut off, or you're trying to be emotionally shut off. And Spirit's like, Pisces, this isn't you. This is not you. And so I feel like these feelings are just going to kind of bubble over. And again, you don't have to do anything. We all have free will. But at least acknowledge the fact that these feelings are there, that you have them, you know? Let's take a look at your near future. I want to see what the Six of Swords is for you in the near future. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles. You want to get out of this position of anxiety and fear. It's almost like you kind of just want to do something just to get back to a position of feeling stable and grounded and like you got your shit together. You're not showing me what you want to do, but you're just showing me right now I'm like sitting in a pot of hot water. I really don't like it. It's stressing me out. I will do anything to get out of this damn pot and go back to like the cool, grounded, any place that's not this pot, basically. There's anxiety in the near future that you really just want to get rid of. You're just like, take me out of this pot, take me out of this damn boiling pot. I want to feel stable and grounded again. Let's see the Magician for you in the near future. I know it's a stupid analogy, Pisces, but bear with me. I always get the weirdest like metaphors when I do your readings. I don't know why. The Magician is clarified by the World, which you get again in the near future, the Eight of Wands, and the Hanged Man. You want communication. You want communication between you and this person, but it's like, it's not happening. It's not that it's not happening. You're not allowing it to happen. You're showing me here, I'm stopping this energy. I'm stopping it. I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything. And I don't want the energy to move. But on the other hand, you do want it to move. You do want communication. And so it's almost like you're pushing the gas and pumping the brakes at the same time. And you're just manifesting being able to lift your foot up off the brake. You're just like, you know what? I want to be able to have the energy to communicate and open up and express how I feel. And you're manifesting that. But at the same time, I feel like you're also so paralyzed with fear and you're still emotionally closed off. So much so to the point where it's like you can't lift your foot up off the brake to get moving in the direction that you want to go. Let's take a look at the World for you in the near future. You get the Magician. It's interesting because you got the Magician clarified by the World, and now you get the World clarified by the Magician. Same thing. You're manifesting an ending. You're manifesting putting an end to this stopped energy, this frozen energy. All you want is just to feel emotionally balanced, emotionally fulfilled, and be able to pursue what lights you up inside. You want to feel that happy, carefree energy. Again, I keep getting the stupid, you know how like I think this is how they like cook frogs or whatever? is they'll put them in a pot of cold water and then they'll slowly start turning up the heat. And at first, the frog doesn't really notice that, so it's kind of like, chilling in water that's getting hotter and hotter until eventually they're in a boiling pot. That's where you're at in the near future. You keep trying to fight your emotions and shut them off and not access them until eventually at some point you reach a breaking point where you're like, holy heck, this water is really freaking hot. I want to get out of here. But at the same time, you're not jumping out of the pot. You're still sitting in this water, but you're manifesting somebody, spirit, coming in and pulling you out of this pot of boiling water. When you can pull yourself out of it, by the way, you're the one pumping the brakes here. In the near future, again, you're still manifesting this. I don't see you completely pulling yourself out of this pot of boiling water, but you're definitely recognizing, like, I don't like where I'm at. I don't like this feeling, and you have a direction of where you want to go. Are you going to take action to move there? I don't know. I still see you in the position of manifesting it. Really, really weird analogy, Pisces. I know. But let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this week. Yeah, you're clear. You're definitely clear on what you want and where you want to go. You get the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're super clear on where you want to go. You know you want to get out of the position you're currently in, but you're not doing anything about it. The Emperor is literally somebody that is very confident, very capable, very dominant, but he doesn't take action. He doesn't do anything. He delegates things to other people, and that's what you're kind of doing right now. Instead of you getting yourself out of this energy, you're just sitting there and you're like, can somebody get me out of this pot? I'm really hoping that something's going to change and, things are going to get better, but you're not doing anything about it. And you can. You're capable of doing this, Pisces. You really are. I don't know why you're not taking action. I really, really don't. So Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Pisces.